Okay, so this is a continuation from the previous video where we actually took apart the DELL Vostro 3360 and had to replace the hard drive. So now this evening Dell rushed us over a replacement hard drive, which we have here. We've already gone ahead and put it in its caddy, so it's just a matter of hooking it all back up and installing the hard drive. So we're basically going to do everything we did before in reverse. So we're going to reconnect the serial ATA cable, and when you put the serial ATA cable in there, just make sure that you're getting it in the groove on the actual laptop. There we go. Once you have it in there, then you want to put your 4 silver screws back in. Now, it was nice and convenient for me. You want to be careful with your screws. Make sure you have a good handle on them. What I was about to say was it's a good thing that Dell was able to send us over a Rush hard drive. I didn't have to move anything on my desk. Basically, just worked out of another desk during some of the day, so none of the screws or anything would go missing. So as you can see there, these screws are pretty tiny, especially these 4 screws that have to go on the hard drive to mount the hard drive back. They're pretty tiny, so you want to make sure you have a good grip on them. I'm purposely not using a magnetic screw because using a magnetic screwdriver, the magnetic screwdriver can actually interfere with your hard drive. And that goes for any computers, by the way. If you have a hard drive, or if you're doing anything with computers, you should have no magnetic screwdrivers. Now, there is a case where you can have a magnetic screwdriver, and that is basically if you make your own. And when I say what I mean by making your own, what I'm referring to is taking your screwdriver that is non-magnetic, taking a magnet and putting it on the shaft of the screwdriver itself, leaving it there for a bit, and then when you're ready to use it, take off the magnet, and there's still a magnetic charge on the metal of the screwdriver. It's not strong enough to affect your data or your hard drive. So the screwdriver itself is not magnetic, except for that little bit of magnetism that's left over from the magnet that was on there. So what we're going to do now is reattach or replace the palm rest here. So to replace the palm rest, you're going to place the palm rest down. You're going to make sure that it's clipped in all the sides, and then it's just a matter of reattaching all of those ribbon cables that you detached earlier. Now you want to take real good care when you're doing this, because these ribbon cables are what transmits the data. And if these aren't attached properly, you're going to have to open this thing back up and try to figure out what the heck went wrong. These ribbon cables should remain flat when you put them in. So if there is a buckle or a point that's raised up, so for example here, you'll see that I can slide my screwdriver underneath it. That's a buckle or a space underneath the screwdriver. So you don't want to have that. You want to make sure that it's in there and it's flat. It's just a matter of messing around with it until it is flat. Once it's flat, then you can't really pass a screwdriver underneath it. Alright, so we have a couple more to put in here, ribbon cables. So some of these ribbon cables are going to be a bit harder than others, simply because of their width. The wider the ribbon cable, the more wires are in that cable, so it's going to be a bit tougher to slide in. You also want to make sure that you have proper alignment on the ribbon cable, because if you don't, it's not going to work. So once you've done that, then you can then go ahead and screw in the screws that hold down this. So again, there was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now would also be a perfect time to clean out your fan, in case there's any dust or anything in there. Now this is a fairly new laptop. It's only maybe 6 months old. There's not any dust that I can visually see in there, but during the time that I had removed the hard drive, I had actually taken a small air canister and just sprayed inside there, just to make sure there are no dust particles in there. So once we've done that, what we're going to do is close up the lid, and then we're going to screw in all of the screws that that need to go back in there. So that includes the ones around the perimeter as well as the palm rests. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the palm rest first. So there are 3 screws for the palm rest. You want to make sure that when you're screwing these in, you're screwing them in nice and tight. Not too tight, but tight enough that there's not going to be your keyboard or your palm rest or anything like that. It's not going to wiggle around. You want to make sure that it's secure. Then I'm going to replace those 3 rubber sticker type things that cover up those holes. Okay. Then I'm going to take the 5 screws that I unscrewed earlier, and I'm going to screw those in there. So we have here 1, 2. 3. Once we've done that, then we can go flip this back over, open it up, take the keyboard that we had earlier, and reconnect this ribbon cable. So again, we want to lift up that white flap. Place the ribbon cable in there, line it up, and then you want to slide your keyboard in front first, which is this side, and basically just push it down. Once you've done that, just make sure that it's securely in there. Close it up, flip it back over, and that one screw that we had detached earlier, which is this one over here, we can go ahead and screw that back in. After we've done that, we are finished. We can then open it up and turn it on. Once you turn it on, you should then get a DELL screen, and currently there is no OS found, so we'll go ahead and install that. Thank you for watching. This is how to reassemble your DELL Vostro 3360. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments about this video, please do post it. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.